What's up, folks? My name is Thomas Payton, president of the Canton Chamber of Commerce, and you are tuning in to the Canton Chamber Business Spotlight. What's up, Ken? My name is Thomas Payton, president of the Canton Chamber of Commerce, and you are tuning in to a special edition of the Canton Chamber Business Spotlight. We have a panel of special guests with us. We have Megan Shaper, Roy Sexton, and Denise Staffield. How are you guys doing today?
Great. Thanks for having us.
Good. Thanks for being here. So, guys, I've always kind of thought of myself as being a person or a man that's down for the cause. And so there's a special reason why I'm wearing a pink tie, and we all have on shades of pink today. And so we're going to talk about real men wear pink. So, Megan, how about you give us a little bit of the background about what this is all about?
Yes, so Real Men Wear Pink is just that. It is men fighting breast cancer with the American Cancer Society. So it's amazing men, just like Roy here, wearing pink, just like you guys all are, some article of pink throughout the months of September and October, and raising more funds to fight breast cancer with the American Cancer Society.
Sounds great. It's always great to have a group of men that are involved in such a worthy cause. Obviously, it's a big challenge and an issue in our nation, obviously. And so, if we bring that down to our local community, is kind of where you come in, Roy. So, what's your involvement in this initiative?
Well, these two knuckleheads got me involved in a lot of different things. I mean, obviously, we've helped out with the cabaret here in Canton. That's helped the American Cancer Society, and they've put up with me for a few years now. You've put up with me a lot longer. And I think out of that raised enough awareness of what we were doing here that the Detroit folks reached out, and I'm the director of marketing for Clark Hill, so I'm sort of a man without a country. I work in Detroit, I live in Ann Arbor, do theater here in Canton, and they reached out and said, would you like to be one of our real men who wear pink? And I said, sure. And I got tapped to do that, and with a great group of gentlemen here locally that run the gamut. Roop Raj is in there. We've got apparently a Tigers pitcher, because I'm into sportsing. Someone had to point out for me that we have a Tiger in the mix. We've got some really great people, a couple doctors, really wonderful group of people raising money for this cause.
That's awesome. So definitely this initiative, this elite group that you're a part of, is bringing some notoriety to this movement.
I'm waiting for them to kick me out. I'm like, how did he get in there?
Right.
I had two grandmothers who both had breast cancer, and then cancer in different forms has affected folks in my family. My dad's had colon cancer and prostate. His dad had colon cancer. My uncle had colon cancer. My aunt had pancreatic. I mean, it's just everywhere, right? And so, there's the cure that we need, but there's also education and prevention and awareness and just living our healthier lives, our better lives, both from a stress perspective, a dietary perspective, and just trying to be mindful of it. So, from my perspective, whether it's this campaign or the cabaret we do or any of these causes, it's really helping generally raise awareness of the impact that this has on people, not just their health and the cost of that, but also emotionally and psychologically for family members and friends, because they're as affected as the person who has a disease.
Absolutely.
Well, and the reality too is men get breast cancer as well. And
Absolutely.
I think it's a very common thing that people just kind of forget about because of, like you said, it's my mom and my grandma had breast cancer, but the reality is men get breast cancer too. And so it's just really important for all of us, like you said, to stay on top of your health and talk to your doctor. I know women get their mammograms, but just men, be just as vigilant as ever, and keep talking to your doctor and staying healthy.
Well, and with whatever happens in society, maybe it's fifth grade health class, but we stigmatize body parts, and we sort of like, that's this, that's that, and we don't want to just talk about it. We're all, flesh and bone, stuff happens, so let's identify and be real about that. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And you mentioned a great point. I think a lot of our viewers that will be tuning into this episode would readily agree is that we've all been affected or touched by this awesome disease in some way, shape, form, or fashion. I just had a really good friend of our family's just a few weeks ago that was diagnosed with breast cancer.
Yeah.
And so she's just
so
starting,
sorry.
you know, her journey through her most recent diagnosis. And so it has definitely touched all of us, you know, whether it's breast cancer, as you said, Roy, or some other form of cancer. It's impacted all of us in some way. So I hear that with this Real Men Wear Pink campaign, that there was a kickoff.
There was.
I believe in Detroit. So
Yeah.
can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Well, that was at the Book Cadillac, and Denise was kind enough to join me. You were there in the audience. How would you describe
Oh, it was
the
an
evening?
amazing night. The fact to see, I don't know how many men were there, Roy?
I think there are
20-some?
25 to 30.
I see there were a good 30 of you guys there, and there's
Yeah.
just over 30 in the campaign.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
And every one of them had a different story and a different reason why they were there, yet everyone was so incredibly passionate
Yeah.
about the cause and wanting to bring it to life. And this guy kicked off his show before the event even started.
I'm sure he did.
He
I'm
certainly
desperate for
did.
attention.
Yes,
Yeah.
he certainly did. It was an amazing night, and just so thrilled to have been able to be there and support you. And
I'm grateful to both of you. You've been just wonderful supporters of me in life generally, and I know it's a cause obviously near and dear to both of your hearts. But you know, you, Denise, we've talked about this before. I think we've known each other nearly 10 years more, having done theater here on this stage. Oklahoma was the primary one we did, but then we were on the Spotlight Players board, and we got to know each other over the years. So a few years back when Denise is like, hey, I'm putting a show together, I'm going, all right. And you know, little did I know you were P.T. Barnum, and you'd kind of withheld that from us. You really know how to pull a gala together and just celebrate the arts and celebrate the community, and also raise such incredible awareness. So the fact that I get to be in your orbit a little bit is pretty amazing. So I was very grateful that you came to the kickoff that night.
he's one in a million, and we're lucky for this gem, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
the candidates, each of them commit to raising a minimum of $2,500.
Okay.
So it's no easy feat. We're not naive to that. But this one here has already blown that out of the water. So we're excited to see where his official landing point is.
Okay.
So
Money, money, money.
more money is more lives saved.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's
So
the reality
where
of
is
it.
Roy at around now with
He's
dollars
just
raised?
just shy of $2,800, I think, when I looked on
Awesome.
here, and
Yep.
he's leading by quite a lot. So
Yeah. So
but yeah, just
so
fun that our local
send me
candidate
money.
gets to do it.
You know, if you go under Google "Real Men Wear Pink" and look for the Detroit group, and you'll see us all ranked, and you know, you'll see my face. You know, definitely, you know, donate, and you don't need to donate to me. Just donate to the cause. I mean, obviously, I think the wonderful thing about it is they are availing themselves of the toxic male ego and need to compete with one another. So it's like, who's going to win this thing?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I'm just thrilled that I have the friends and family that I do, and support like this. And you know, we put it on Facebook, and 2 weeks later, I'd hit goal at 2,500, and then I kind of sat on that for a couple days, like, well, I'm done. And then I realized, nope, probably raised the goal, and probably will do so again, because I know that having done fundraising a few times in my life too, it's people like to be part of something too. So if they see the path and they see the narrative, and you're sharing why you're part of it and how you're doing, and you're thanking the people who are part of this, everyone feels like they're part of a bigger community and that they're doing some good. So it's easy, and these guys give you the right tools, make it so easy to do the fundraising. So if you get
We
tapped
try.
next year, you know, they set up your page, they set up the website. I mean, you're good to go.
Cool.
You send me a picture and some words, and they go from there. So
I have a feeling I may get tapped.
We
Yes.
may
year.
or may not have been talking about that before you got here. His pink
Okay,
tie
sure.
just happened to look a little too good over there.
yeah,
I'm willing to help in any way
I love that.
necessary. Did I say that on film?
You
Oh,
did.
wow,
Said
okay,
that.
right.
yeah.
did.
We'll have
I
you
like
sign the
it.
document
Right,
later.
right. So this campaign is running from September to October,
Yep.
and is the goal for all of the candidates to wear shades of pink
Right.
Yep.
every day
So-
throughout the campaign?
Right. Can
or-
I do this? Here's
Okay,
my
let's get those socks in the shot.
provided by. I have no shame. Yes. So, and I'm not. People are funny about color sometimes too. I like pink. I think it looks nice on anybody.
Absolutely.
But I realized I had a real dearth of pink in my wardrobe. I have one bracelet that a friend of mine gave me ages ago that I wear all the time, and then I had a tie, which might be this one. And so a good colleague of mine, Megan McKeon at Clark Hill, in our Chicago office, she, was bemoaning the fact that, what am I going to do? And so 2 days later, because that's Megan, I get this box of this
Was so
pocket
cool.
square and more socks
She
and
hooked him
ties.
right
She
up.
did, and that even that, I obviously have a bit of an outsized personality, and people gravitate toward it sometimes and are revolted by it other times. But it's nice to know that people want to help and they're having fun with it and they want to be part of it. And my mom, she doesn't want to send any money online, and so every time I talk to her, she's like, I want to give you money for that, but I don't put my credit card on. I go, all right. I said, but you already have. Your contribution was me.
Right.
You helped me be me, and my dad too, and that made me the kind of person that wants to do stuff, and the kind of person that people want to have me do stuff. Yeah. So it means a lot, and to know you're supported. It's not just about money, it's about raising awareness, it's about getting a message out there, it's about giving people hope,
Sure.
So.
Sure.
Well, and anyone that's ever worked with me, I can't believe it's been 5 years now with working in Canton with you guys, but anyone that's ever worked with me, I've always said we all play our piece, whether it's Megan sending you the ties and the socks or whatever, or even us doing this right now. We all play our piece in the fight against cancer, and it's not always monetary, but it all impacts, it all saves lives, and the awareness is a really big piece of that too. So we can't do it without any piece of the puzzle. So
Sure.
Yeah.
we're beyond thankful.
Yeah, and you stated that very well, Megan. And so we're going to kind of switch over to our cabaret. This is an event that has raised money for ACS. This one coming up in 2020 will be the third one, if I'm not mistaken.
That is correct.
Denise, maybe we'll just do a quick save the date and do a plug for that real
Oh,
quick.
please do. We are so excited. It is our third musical cabaret fundraiser for the American Cancer Society. We are ramped up and ready to go. Kevin Ryan, who's our musical director, has got it down pat. He's got his musicians in place. We're collecting our music. Our cast is getting put together. It's going to be another outstanding event. We're so excited. We can't wait. So that's February 5th, 2020, right here at the Village Theater. Doors will open at 6, and 7 to 9 is going to be an outstanding performance like you've never seen before.
Are you going to give them a clue about what the theme is?
I'm not.
Ring-a-ding-ding.
We're gonna make that one the cliffhanger.
Fly me to the moon. That's
So
all
you
you're
have
getting.
folks, that's
All you're getting.
Yeah, you got maybe a bit of a taste of what's going to happen
Yes.
that day, but it's always a sellout show. It's a fantastic performance. As Denise said, it's going to be right here at the Village Theater here in Canton, so we can't wait for February 5th to get here. Can't get here quick enough, right?
And
right.
Yeah.
we're going to be doing, so last year as a promo for this, we did a carpool karaoke.
Yes.
And we kind of, at the last minute, Leah DiBiase, who's our others, between Kevin, Denise, and Leah, they are our superpowers for this thing, and you, of course. And so we were in the parking lot of the church, driving around in circles. And of course, my parents are like, were you operating the camera? I go, no, it was all safe. It was taped to the dashboard. So we're getting started early. We're going to film that October 5th. So you'll start to see some sneak peeks, carpool karaoke of our cast. Working through some music that
Maybe
may or
you'll
may
put a
not
theme together?
may or may not
Maybe.
reveal what the show will be about. Yeah.
Well, you guys make sure. So you have February 5th. Save the date for the actual show, but just a few months before that, start looking out for Carpool Karaoke, the Cabaret Edition.
Yeah, Cabaret
to
Edition,
start
that's right.
Lots of good
promo.
stuff
Yeah.
on Facebook for you guys.
So as we round out our show, we want to say thank you to these three amazing guests that's been part of our discussion. But as we conclude the show, we're going to have a special musical performance to close us out. And Rory, can you give us a little bit about that?
Yeah, I mean, we're all of a certain age at this point, right? And, there's a movie that really always spoke to me, which is Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. And Leslie Brickus and Anthony Newley wrote the music, which I dearly love. And I joked with you earlier, I'm singing this because I remember the lyrics, which is true. But as I'm also of a certain age, I don't remember lyrics anymore. But I think pure imagination is a good theme for what we are discussing, which is, let's truly think outside of ourselves and think of others and find those moments of hope whatever they look like, and inspiration, and really do our part. And I'm truly honored and thrilled to be asked to be one of Detroit's Real Men Wear Pink, and I'm very happy, appreciative of the support I've received. And I hope we blow the goal right out of the water. And I really, whether it's me or other folks who are in the hunt on this, I want to make sure we raise as much money as we possibly can.
Absolutely. So don't go anywhere, folks. Next up is Kevin and Roy with Pure Imagination.
We'll begin with a spin, traveling in a world of my creation.
If you or a loved one have been diagnosed with cancer or need more information, please contact the American Cancer Society at 1-800-227-2345 or visit cancer.org today.
Hey Canton, did you know that area businesses can receive enhanced advertising exposure and increased visibility at the Summit on the Park? Let our members come to you. Get creative with a special offer or discount to Summit members when they present their membership card at your business. In return, the Summit on the Park will advertise your business name and membership incentive. You can also set up an informational booth in the Summit lobby to promote your business and give it valuable exposure. For more information, visit summitonthepark.org or call 394-5498.
I'm Officer Patty Esselink with the Canton Police Department. School is in full swing. The signs are out and the lights are flashing, reminding us to reduce our speeds and be patient. Students belong in the school zone. Your distractions do not. Let's limit our distractions and let's keep our students safe. Slow down and be patient.
Come with me, and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. Take a look, and you'll see into your imagination. We'll begin with a spin, traveling in a world of my creation. What we'll see will defy explanation. If you want to view paradise, simply look around and view it. Anything you want to do it. Want to change the world? There's nothing